Hello everyone, my name is P. Rajani. My qualification is MA English with B.Ed. At present, I am working as English guest lecturer in TTRWDC Damapeta at Thanikela in Khammam district. We all know English is the international language. In this competitive world, English communication skills are very much required. English language is only language where we can communicate with any kind of people. Without grammar, we cannot speak fluent English. So, that is the reason why grammar is very important. Basic grammar starts with parts of speech and tenses. If we are perfect in these two grammar exercises, we can speak very well. Today, we are learning about parts of the speech. A class of words based on the word's function, the way it works in a sentence. These class of words are divided into 8 parts. They are noun, pronoun, verb, preposition, adjective, adverb, conjunction, and interjection. First one, noun. A noun is a naming word. It is the name of person, animal, place, thing, feeling or idea. Every name we call a noun. See that images, a rose, a doll, like that. Again, in this noun, kinds are there. First one, common noun. Common nouns are the names of everyday things. Everyday things. Examples, the girls and boys played in park. Here we are not saying Sita, Rama, that like. We are mentioning common noun, girls and boys. His sister flew a kite in the backyard. Proper noun. Proper nouns are the names of particular persons or places and begin with a capital letter. This proper noun always begin with a capital letter. Example, Sandy visited the museum on Tuesday. Last August, Mike traveled to the Blue Mountains. Identify the proper nouns and common nouns. Proper noun, common noun. Example, Audi, car. Audi is the proper noun, car is the common noun. That like remaining examples also see. Collective nouns. Collective nouns are the names of a collection of people or things. Examples, a pack of wolves roamed the highlands. A pack of wolves roamed the highlands. The troop of monkeys was frightened by the approach of the pride of lions. This like a bunch of keys, a bunch of grapes. That like some collective nouns are there. Abstract noun. Abstract nouns are the names of things you cannot see, taste, hear, smell, or touch. For example, the young girl was praised for her honesty. The young girl was praised for her honesty. Honesty is the abstract noun. But we can't see, we can't taste, hear, smell, or touch. Only we can feel. She took great pride in her work. Collective nouns. People, animals, things. People, collective noun, a band of men. Animals, a colony of ghouls. Things, a batch of cakes. Like that, remaining examples also are there. Abstract nouns examples, love, bravery, happiness, friendship, talent, knowledge, etc. Pronoun. Second one, pronoun. Pronoun is a word that can be used instead of a noun. Pronoun is a word that can be used instead of a noun. Suppose, for example, we want to say one person. So always we don't say that name. Ravi is a good boy. Ravi is a clever boy. No, Ravi is a smart boy. That like we don't use always Ravi. Instead of Ravi, here we are using he. He is pronoun. Observe that Jack and Millie came to tea. Jack and Millie came to tea. That is in noun. Jack noun, Millie noun. Instead of noun, second sentence, Jack is he and Millie she. So pronoun he, she. In these pronouns also kinds are there. Personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, demonstrative pronoun, distributive pronoun, indefinite pronoun. Pronouns. First person subject pronoun I. Object pronoun me. Possessive adjectives my. Possessive pronouns mine. Reflexive pronoun myself. Second person subject pronoun you. Object pronoun you. Possessive adjectives your. Possessive pronoun yours. Reflexive pronoun yourself. Third person subjective pronoun he, objective pronoun him, possessive adjective his, possessive pronoun his, reflexive pronoun himself. This is for only male. Again, in female, that will be changed. Personal pronouns I, you, she, it, us, her, we, he, they, me, him, them. Examples: you are going with him tomorrow. Second example: she had given it to me. She had given it to me. Possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns show ownership. Ownership means that property belongs to me. We are saying correctly. Commandly we are saying. So that is possessive pronoun. His, hers, mine, ours, yours, theirs, her, my, its. Examples: the book is mine. That book is mine. All of the cards are theirs. All of the cards are theirs. Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns refer to the previous noun or pronoun. End in self or selves. Example: she traveled by herself to town. They will enjoy themselves at the show. They will enjoy themselves at the show. Relative pronouns. A relative pronoun begins an adjectival clause in a sentence with two or more clauses. Who, whom, whose, which, that. Example: this is the car which I bought. This is the car which I bought. Interrogative pronouns. A interrogative pronoun is used to ask a question. It is almost used at beginning of a sentence. This is always beginning of a sentence. Examples: who is going to the fair? Who is going to the fair? Question mark. Interrogative pronoun always question mark. Question only, that is. What is the exact time? Here we are asking question. What is the exact time? Demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun stands in place of name of an object. This, that, these, those. Examples: this is the most attractive car. These are very attractive flowers. These are very attractive flowers. Here we are telling among all that these are very attractive flowers. Distributive pronoun. Distributive pronoun is used to point out a particular item. Each, either, neither. Examples: each of the plants was removed. Particular item. Here what we are saying, each of the plants was removed. Either of the cars will be sold today. Either of the cars will be sold today. Indefinite pronoun. An indefinite pronoun is the one that does not stand for a particular person, thing, or place, end in one body or thing. Examples: nobody was walking along the road. Second example: anyone can finish it if effort is applied. Anyone can finish it if effort is applied. See that images? I have eaten everything in my fridge. I need to find something. Verb. A verb tells us what is being done. It is a doing, having, or being word. Verbs can be action verb, feeling or thinking. Verbs stating or telling. Verbs are relating verbs. In our English vocabulary, this part is very, very important, like our heart verb. Examples: the girl do the go kart. The girl do the go kart. In this sentence, action verb is there. Second sentence, she remembered to return the book. She remembered to return the book. Here, thinking or feeling verb. Thinking or feeling verb. Third sentence, he is a good painter. He is a good painter. Relating verb. Relating verb. Verbs can be action verb, feeling or thinking. Verbs stating or telling. Verbs are relating verbs. A verb is a word that shows particularly action. See that pictures. One girl is jumping. Here she shows action. The baby sleeps. The baby sleeps. A man eats a burger. Action is going on. So a verb is a word that shows action. Auxiliary verb. Main verbs stand alone, but some verbs are made up of two or more verbs. The extra verbs added to the main verb are called auxiliary verbs. Examples: the girl danced on the stage. The girl danced on the stage. In this sentence, what is the main verb? Danced is the main verb. Danced is the main verb. Observe the second sentence. The girl had danced on the stage. The girl had danced on the stage. In this sentence, had is the auxiliary verb. Danced is the main verb. Compound verbs. Where there is a main verb and one or more auxiliary verbs, the complete verb is called a compound verb. Where there is a main verb and one or more auxiliary verbs, the complete verb is called a compound verb. Example: she will have broken the toy before long. She will have broken the toy before long. In this sentence, what is the compound verb? Will have broken. Will have broken is the compound verb. The bottles have been collected for processing. The bottles have been collected for processing. Verb tense. Verbs are written in such a way that you can tell when an action or happening is taking place. That is what is called the tense of the verb. These are three main tense: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Example: present tense. The horse leaves the stable. Present tense means now, today. That is happening now. The horse leaves the stable. The horse left the stable. Past tense. That is yesterday. The horse left the stable. Already it is happened. So that is past tense. The horse will leave the stable. Future tense. That is going on tomorrow. The horse will leave the stable. So here future tense. Present tense now, today. Past tense yesterday. Future tense tomorrow. Verb participles. Past participles indicate past tense and present participles indicate present tense. Examples: the girl has collected the money. In this sentence, auxiliary verb is there and past participle. past participle indicate past tense. So the girl has collected the money. Second sentence, the girl was dancing for many years. Was is the auxiliary verb. Dancing, present participle. The girls was dancing for many years. Verb regular and irregular verbs. In irregular verbs, the past participle ends in ed, d, or t. In irregular verbs, the past tense and the past participle are formed in a different way. Verb infinitive. An infinitive verb is never the main verb in a sentence. An infinitive verb is never the main verb in a sentence. It often begins with the word to and frequently begins a group of words called a phrase. Phrase. Examples: they came to the area to surf. Second sentence, to polish the car took some time. To polish the car took some time. Observe the phrase. Verb voice. Verbs may be active voice or passive voice. The two different voices allow the same thoughts or ideas to be expressed in different ways. Meaning is the same, but expression is different. This is also very, very important in learning grammar. Example, Sian cleaned the room. Active voice. The room was cleaned by Sian. That like Rama killed Ravana. Ravana was killed by Rama. Meaning is same. Adjectives. An adjective is a describing word. It gives more information and clear picture of the noun. More information and clear picture of the noun. The sky is blue. The sky is blue. Observe the sentence. Here we got more information and clear picture. Adjective. An adjective gives more information about a noun or pronoun by answering one of these questions. What kind? Which one? How many? Which kind? What kind of car is that? That one. Which one? How many? 1 second. That like. Observe the image. Numbering adjectives. It tells us what kind of, how many of, which person or object is being described. Examples: there are 7 cards in the box. 7. All of we know that 7 is the number. Numbering adjective. Have you got $30? Descriptive adjectives. It tells us how much or which person or objects is being described. Examples: there is the new crucial. Did you find the correct answer? Did you find the correct answer? Proper adjectives. It tells us which person or object is being described. Examples: the English coin was on the table. Which type of coin was on the table? Here we are saying which person or object is being described. It is the Australian flag. It is the Australian flag. Demonstrative adjectives. These point out or identify. Examples: this horse has been running well. This horse has been running well. These point out or identify. Those pencils have been broken. Those pencils have been broken. Distributive adjectives. These point out or identify separate things. These point out or identify separate things. Examples: I saw every book on the shelf. Every book on the shelf. Either Tanya or Julie will leave. Either Tanya or Julie will leave. Indefinite adjectives. These show no actual number. Examples: there were many aircraft there. There were several aircraft there. This like many, several, this type of adjectives are called indefinite adjectives. Interrogative adjectives, these are used when asking questions. Examples: what type of animal is that? Which car name in the gate? Which car name in the gate? Interrogative adjectives. These are used when asking questions. What type of animal is that? Which car name in the gate? Adverbs. Fifth one, adverb. An adverb is a word that describes or modifies other words such as verbs, adjectives, or the other adverbs. Examples of adverbs: she sings sweetly. She sings sweetly. How she is singing sweetly. He speaks quite clearly. See examples of adverbs. Observe: loudly, cheerfully, slowly. These all are adverbs. Common adverbs. Many adverbs tell how, manner, when, time, where, place. Examples: the athlete ran quickly. The train arrived late. Interrogative adverbs. These adverbs begin with the questions. They begin questions related to how, when, or where. Examples: where are you going? When are you leaving? These are interrogative adverbs. Negative adverbs. Negative means no, not, that like. These adverbs create negative sentences. To common negative To common negative adverbs are not and never. Not and never. Examples: he has not completed the work. He has not completed the work. She never travels to the country. She never travels to the country. Numerical adverbs. These indicate how many times an action takes place. Two numerical adverbs are twice and thrice. Example: she turned around twice. Second example: thrice he knocked upon the door. Adverbs of degree. These adverbs indicate to what extent something is done or happens. Many of these adverbs really tell how something is done. Examples: the visitor was really wealthy. It was an almost unbeatable score. It was an almost unbeatable score. Comparing with adverbs. Adverbs can be used to compare. Positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree. When we compare with one or two things, that like these degrees are there. Examples: Jack ran quickly. Jack ran quickly. So in this sentence, quickly is the positive degree. Jack ran quicker than Jason. Quicker than Jason. Comparative degree. Jack ran quickest of all. Jack ran quickest of all. Superlative degree. Positive degree. Comparative degree. Superlative degree. Conjunction. 6-1 conjunction. Conjunction is a joining word. It links together single words, phrases, and class. Conjunctions again. Coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, that like. Subordinating conjunctions: after, although, even though, every time. Correlative conjunctions: either, or, not only, but. Coordinating conjunctions. Most common coordinating conjunctions are commonly used conjunctions are and, but, are. And, but, are. Examples: Jack and Joe will leave for town. Jack and Joe will leave for town. Here, what is the link? And. coordinating conjunction. They were tired but delighted after the climb. They were tired but delighted after the climb. Always we are using, uh, commonly we are using and, but, are. Subordinating conjunctions. These conjunctions join two or more clauses. One is the main clause, principal clause, and the others are subordinate clauses, often adverbial clauses. Examples: Hither will leave when the work is complete. Rod left because he was sick. Pair of conjunctions. Sometimes conjunctions work in pairs to join words, phrases, or clauses. Examples: Neither Tom nor his brother attended the camp. They left as soon as they could. They left as soon as they could. So, pair of conjunctions. Here, work in pairs to join words. So, sometimes conjunctions work in pairs to join words, phrases, or clauses. Coordinating conjunctions. Conjunctions for, because, and, nor, but, or, at. So, see their meanings and examples also in that whipping one of the seventh one, preposition. A preposition is a word that begins a phrase. A preposition is a word that begins a phrase. It usually has a noun or pronoun after it. To, in, of, up, with, over, around, at, on, by, across, from. Examples: The little kitten ran up the curtain. She looked at the painting on the wall. Painting on the wall. Last one, eighth one, interjections. Interjections are usually short words that express sudden feeling. Sudden feeling. They are followed by an exclamation mark. Always they are followed by an exclamation mark. Examples: Wow, that was an excellent movie. That was an excellent movie. Always followed by an exclamation mark. Not like we are saying sometimes, wow, I won the gold medal. Wow, I won the gold medal. So, up to here, parts of speech completed. Now, I'll start about the tenses. Contents: Introduction, classification based on time frame, classification based on aspect, black diagram of tenses, list of rules, present tense, past tense, future tense, list of examples. This is also very very important grammar exercise. Introduction. The word tense is derived from Latin word tempus, which means time. A verb indicates the time of an action, event, or condition by changing its form. Based on time frame, the verb tenses may be categorized according to the time frame: present tense, past tense, future tense. Present tense. Present tense expresses an unchanging, repeated, or reoccurring action or situation that exists only now. It can also represent a widespread truth that is happening now, that is present tense. Past tense. Past tense expresses an action or situation that was started and finished in the past. Past tense. Future tense. Future tense expresses an action or situation that will occur in the future. Based on aspect, verb tenses may also be categorized according to aspect. Aspect refers to the nature of the action described by the verb. There are four aspects: indefinite or simple, continuous or progressive, perfect or complete, perfect, continuous. Indefinite tense. The three indefinite tenses are simple tenses. Describe an action but do not state whether the action is finished. Continuous tense. The three continuous tenses, incomplete tenses, are progressive tenses. Describe an unfinished action continuously, that is going on. Perfect tense. The three complete tenses are perfect tenses. Describe a finished action. Finished action. Perfect continuous tense. To combine the complete tenses and the incomplete tenses to describe an action which was in progress and then finished. Perfect continuous tense. There are 12 possible verb tenses. Verb tenses: present, past, future. Present, present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Past tense: past indefinite, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. Future: future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect continuous tense. Here is a list of rules of these sentences: simple forms, progressive forms, perfect forms, perfect progressive forms. Present tense: first form es. Progressive form: am, is, are plus first form and ing. Perfect forms: have, has, third form, verb, third form. Perfect progressive forms: have, has, been, first form plus ing. Past tense: second form, was, verb, ing form, first form. Had, be, three. Had been, be one. Future: will, shall. First form, will be, first form plus ing. Perfect forms: will have plus third form. Perfect progressive form: will have been plus first form plus ing. Present tense. Present indefinite tense. Present continuous tense. Present perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense. Present indefinite tense. The simple present is used to describe an action, an event, or condition that is occurring in the present at the moment of speaking or writing. For example, now I am teaching. I play. He plays. She plays. This is simple present indefinite tense. Present continuous tense. The present continuous emphasizes the continuing nature of an act, event, or condition. For example, I am playing. He is playing. She is playing. They are playing. This is present continuous tense. Present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used to describe action that began in the past and continues into the present or has just been completed. Has just been completed. For example, I have played. She has played. He has played. Present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous is used to describe an action, event, or condition that has begun in the past and continues into the present. For example, I have been playing. I have been playing. You have been playing. He has been playing. She has been playing. This is present perfect continuous tense. Next, past tense. Past indefinite tense. The simple past is used to describe an action, an event, or condition that occurred in the past. For example, I played, he played, she played. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to describe actions ongoing in the past. Ongoing in the past. Past continuous tense. I was playing. She was playing. He was playing. You were playing. Past continuous tense. The past continuous tense is used to describe actions ongoing in the past. Past perfect tense. The past perfect tense is used to refer to actions that took place and were completed in the past. Past perfect tense is used to refer to actions that took place and were completed in the past. For example, I had played, he had played, she had played. Past perfect continuous tense. The past perfect continuous is used to indicate that a continuing action in the past began before another past action began or interrupted the first action. For example, I had been playing. He had been playing. She had been playing. Past perfect continuous tense. Future tense. Future indefinite tense. Future continuous tense. Future perfect tense. Future perfect continuous tense. Future indefinite tense. The simple future is used to refer to actions that will take place after the act of speaking or writing. For example, I shall play, he will play, she will play. Future indefinite tense. Future indefinite tense. Future continuous tense. The future continuous tense is used to describe actions ongoing on the future. The future progressive is used to refer to continuing action that will occur in the future. For example, I shall be playing. He will be playing. She will be playing. Future continuous tense. Future perfect tense. The future perfect is used to refer to an action that will be completed sometime in the future before another action takes place. Before another action takes place. For example, I shall have played. He will have played. She will have played. Shall will. Future perfect tense. Future perfect continuous tense. The future perfect continuous tense is used to indicate a continuing action that will be completed at some specified time in the future. For example, I shall have been playing, he will have been playing, she will have been playing. Here, been playing, future perfect continuous tense. Here is a list of examples of these tenses: simple forms, progressive forms, perfect forms, perfect progressive forms.